Next question is from Yuri. In one of the latest videos, you said that a minister should get a salary that is equal to the average salary in the industry, and at the end of the year, he might get a premium after the results of his performance are assessed. This raises a question: what about ministers whose field of work cannot be assessed in numbers? A home office minister, for example, a minister of education, and others. How to calculate their premium at the end of the year? Will it be lower than in the industry where results can be calculated? I just think the approach is not better than in capitalism. That is, people would fight for fields where the salary is high and in others take bribes. Can you be more particular so that I could understand the idea?
If a person is accountable for the quality of his work. Well, suppose we ask Nabiulina to account not for inflation, but for economic development, for credit policy. That is, to ask why our industry doesn't have access to long money, opposite to Western countries. That's quite another thing. The main point is that each field has its own development criteria. For example, the law enforcement field. If we use tools that enable us to evaluate whether the level of abuse of law has decreased, if cases of miscarriage of justice become more rare, wrong prosecution or bringing criminal charges without any foundation, that will show whether the environment becomes more comfortable for people, whether it's safe for them to go out. And what's happening now? If a person came to the defense of somebody, that's him who is punished, not the offender. How is that so? A person dared to take action. Recently, a sportsman has been killed. If the sportsman had scattered those people, he would have been prosecuted. And now, those who killed him will be given the shortest possible prison sentence. That's common everywhere. Just look at multiple examples. You only need to use the internet. A person who stood up to a hooligan that bullied people is punished immediately. The police drops all other cases. Prosecutor's office drops all other cases. The court drops everything. This person is the one who is guilty the most. And he, who committed crimes, bullied people, he is proclaimed an innocent victim, regardless of what he has done. Even if he has broken into another man's home, beaten him, tied his wife up, tortured kids, doesn't matter. If, defending himself, a person kills an offender with a kitchen knife, then he is guilty. We should assume perpetrators broke in with the best of intentions, and doesn't matter what they did in his house. You killed a person in self-defense? That's it, you are guilty. You were eager to kill. If you review moral standards for any professional field, you can establish criteria for its assessment. If life becomes better as a result of professional performance of a governor, if people feel more comfortable, more secure, then this is one thing. And if it gets worse, how many administrators in offices do we have on a permanent basis? 3 times more than we had in the Soviet Union. The population was 300 million then, and now it is 140 million. But we have 3 times as many officials. Try to solve your questions overcoming all these bureaucratic obstacles. It is the same everywhere. We need to review criteria for performance assessment. Current criteria can only be called garbage. It was developed by people who know nothing about governance. But alas, incompetence in governance is common. It is possible to establish appropriate assessment criteria for any type of professional activity. Definitely. Such parameters do exist.